Hey y'all, I just wanted to show you my newest little Christmas card journal. I just love making these journals. They come together so quickly. The cover is just a Christmas card, and so I got this at Dollar Tree. They are really cute and kind of fancy. It's got the popped up little snow globe and some ribbon on there. And so you just do a single stitch or a 3-hole pamphlet stitch in there. I just added some little dangles at the end, a little snowman and a little snowflake. And then you just add a couple of pages. I usually do like 5 to 7 pages, maybe some envelopes, or well, you always have the envelope for the from the card, and then just random other things, maybe a bag or that kind of stuff. So yeah, so let's take a peek inside. So this is the flap of the envelope. I always turn my envelopes basically backwards so that the glue is facing down because I don't want that glue to be showing. And then I usually just glue on the top and the bottom to make that a little side tuck. And so I just have some little pieces. I used a paper pack from Simple Stories for most of the ephemera in here, paper and different things. I like kind of the vintage look. That's really what I'm into lately. And so I went with that. And so it's just got some little tucks in there, a little cluster. So I used some coffee dyed paper. The kit came, or um, their whole little series, set had some stickers and stuff. And so I don't like the white on the sticker. So what I found is I just take a little vintage photo and just kind of scuff it up, and it just takes off the white and it makes it look even more vintage. I just had this paper that I got a long time ago. I just kind of went through my stash. I love more eclectic journals. I'm not a big kind of printable. I like printables and I use them here and there, but I don't do many kits because I like the look of kind of a funky journal where things are just sort of a mishmash of different things. There's a time and a place for a more formal looking. I find the kits to be really formal looking, but this just kind of fits my personality, which is just kind of random and scattered sometimes. So I've been in there, just added some stickers. I turned one of the journaling cards into a tuck spot. So just got that. I had some coffee dyed dictionary page. This was like a children's dictionary. It's a great thing to look for like at a Goodwill in the kids section. I love those the kids dictionaries because they have a lot of illustrations in them, and they coffee dye so well. The pages are have a good weight to them because they're meant to be used by kids. This was a coffee dyed book page that I had, a recipe page, added a little tab to that. This is just there was a sticker sheet that came with it, with the paper pack, and it just had tabs. So I just put 2 of them together. So it makes a little tab since I didn't have any actual ones that went with it. I put a piece of wallpaper in here. I think this is actually the first time I've ever used wallpaper in a journal. I have a stack of it, but I could never figure out just kind of how to do it. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to make it a page. And I thought it fit the vintage vibe that I was going for. And then I just add a sticker on the back. And so I was like, oh, that would actually make a good journaling spot because it doesn't have a rough texture or anything with the glue. I had since this is a Christmas journal, I had this Joy to the World, and then it's got Deck the Halls on the back. I thought that was perfect. For this, let me take these out so you can actually see it. The kit had these little tags, and so I took them and I just took a strip. I used just a piece of packaging and just cut like a 1-inch strip and then glued the tags on there. I added some enamel dots. Those were part of the series as well too. They kind of have a little bit of glitter. They're not the completely opaque dots, so they have a little transparency to them. And then I just added some little journal cards in there, and so that makes a really cute little belly band. I got this gorgeous paper from a lady in one of my groups, Carolyn Freeman. She does absolutely beautiful coffee dyed and avocado dyed paper with gorgeous stencils. And so if you want her information, let me know, respond here, and I will connect you with her because her prices are fabulous. Shipping is included in the price, and they are just incredible. So I cannot say enough. I've ordered a lot of coffee dyed paper over the years, and this is probably it's in definitely in like my top two. I've one other lady that I really like her stuff too, but these, but she doesn't do the stenciling stuff. So Carolyn is amazing at the stenciling, so it's just incredible. This was kind of like a postcard size, and then I used just an embossing pen to go over the piece. It was in gold. The pen doesn't always work the best. You can see some, but I'm like, well, that kind of adds to the vintage vibe to it. And then I used the pen as well on the edge, just kind of went over it and then put the gold. I used the antique gold embossing powder on that, and then just added some avocado dye. This is some of Carolyn's avocado dyed paper as well, and then just used a paper clip for that. We've got our music page. I did just another little belly band, kind of a horizontal belly band, and this was just some extra paper that I had, and then this was one of the little things, die cuts that came with, or it was on the page that you just cut apart. And so again, I just used a piece of packaging about 1 inch wide and then glued these things onto it. And then I just took, I had a scrap of coffee dyed paper when I had cut down my pages, and I was like, oh, that kind of makes like a cute little Santa list or something. And so I just popped that in there. And that's the back of that wallpaper. I did the same thing with the tabs here. So I did December and then just kind of a blank one there. A little sticker, another little sticker. So see, I mean, just the illustrations on these are so cool. And then when they're coffee dyed, they just look vintage, and I love that. Did another just little pocket using tags. I love when kits come with like the, they'll usually have a sheet, the backs of one of the pages that have cards and tags and different kinds of things. And so I'm really trying to use those in different ways instead of just using those as inserts, but turning them into things. So that's been a lot of fun, to try to incorporate them in different ways. And then I just did a little side tuck. These little things are from Hobby Lobby, just really pretty. I think they just add a little sparkle. And then I had this was a page in, I had the paper pack. I had also gotten the paper pack that was, like a 6x8 or something. And this was one of the pages in it. And so I just trimmed that down a little bit. And because I knew I wasn't going to be able to use it in the journal itself as a page. And so I just kind of turned it into like a little note. And so I added, I know this is super busy and it's kind of hard to read, but I was like, oh, it just adds a little something. And so I just popped that in there. And then this is our envelope. And so I this is $49 in Market. It's a die cut pack that they had. And so I just used one of those. I just glued a little bit on the sides and turned that into a little tuck spot. And then we have the back of the envelope. And I thought this was so cute. This reminds me of Snow Babies. Like, if you've ever seen those, I collected those for a long time. And then just had this little card in there. And I'll get that in afterwards. And then you have your sentiment. And then I like to leave the backs because I like people to know it was a greeting card, but you can totally cover that up. I've seen people put like a pocket on the back. So whatever you choose. I've done these for Thanksgiving and Easter. You could do it as a thank you for somebody. You could do it like as a Mother's Day. I mean, really any kind of card that you have, just like a friendship card. And like I said, Dollar Tree has a really great selection of cards and they're cheap. So, I hope you try them out. If you do, send me a link, because I'd love to see what you make. All right. See y'all later. Bye.